Hello, my name is Cade Onder. I'm the editor-in-chief of GameZone.com. We have a very special interview today with FaZe Adapt. He has about 5.7 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's part of the FaZe clan, who is a clan that they're mostly rooted in the shooter space with Call of Duty, games like that. Big sponsorship with things like G Fuel, a bunch of other things. He's a really cool guy, very nice, very grateful that he talked to us and was so kind and gave some pretty thoughtful answers. We talked to him about a bunch of different things, but mostly focused on social media, YouTube, stuff like that, how it affected him growing up, and, people who want to get into that now, particularly like teenagers and young adults and stuff like that. We want to talk about that and a bunch of other things. So the interview, about 30 minutes long, give or take. And we'll just jump right into it. So, without further ado, here is the interview with FaZe Adapt. Alrighty. So, last week you had a little run-in with Twitch with getting banned, and you said at the time you didn't really know what was going on there, but do you know now? I know you're unbanned now, but do you know what happened there?
I mean, honestly, all I can do is speculate. I don't know truly what why I was banned. They just told me it was for I hold on. Let me read their words exactly. They said, hold on. Just so
I know it was something with sexually suggestive content or something.
Sharing or engaging in sexually suggestive content or activities. I have no idea what that means. So I'm pretty confused. They never reached out and was like, yo, this is why you were banned, don't do this, which is really all I was trying to get from them, just having them let me know, hey, you can't do this because this is gonna get you banned. They didn't even tell me, so I'm just confused. And but it's all good. I got my Twitch back and everything, and I'm probably gonna live stream this week. I just really didn't even go live at all last week. I'm still trying to figure it out.
That's good. I know I watched your video on it, and you seemed pretty confused too. But you mentioned Alinity and stuff, and then she got banned or whatever. And is there anything you want to see change with Twitch's rules or enforcement policy? Because it seems like people constantly, not just you, but a lot of people have had issues with Twitch, and they don't seem to understand how it even works. It's very convoluted.
I mean, I've definitely heard a lot of mixed opinions about Twitch just overall, as a company, as a platform. A lot of people have strong feelings, and, about that platform and other platforms and stuff like that. I've heard a lot of things, but I just started using the website, and I was just starting to really enjoy it, and I was about to start taking it serious.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got banned for no reason. And since I got banned, I haven't really felt the urge or the want. I haven't really wanted to stream at all.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of in the dark. But streaming is fun. It's cool. It's just I don't know. I feel like they can definitely be better with their partners at least.
Yeah.
The people who are partnered on Twitch, they could at least be have a solid line of communication to them instead of just sending a premeditated message to them.
Yeah, of course.
Some random,
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Some transparency would be nice. You built your YouTube channel in high school, sort of during the renaissance of the site, where all of these people were rising in popularity, and we kind of have these, big names on YouTube from that time period. At that time, did you see it as a job opportunity or your indefinite future, or was it just something you did for fun and it kind of just blew up from there?
Oh no, I loved it. It was just fun to me. I started posting videos when I was in 6th grade, but I didn't start. It was just Call of Duty to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take it serious like that. I never thought damn, I could one day live in a mansion and drive a GTR and a Range Rover and not even care enough about it to get it fixed. Half the time I own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
What are some lessons you learned from creating a channel at such a young age? Your little sister is blowing up on TikTok and YouTube. Is there anything you want to pass along to either her or other people who are trying to grow at a young age?
Yeah, definitely. I would say, like, going forward just with whatever you want to do, whatever it may be, you know, streaming video games on Twitch, Call of Duty, posting YouTube videos, vlogging, making TikToks, whatever it is that you want to do, I would say just do it as organically as you can, and like don't really try to force it, like, because the moment you try to like force it and make it like not natural, like not natural to you, it starts feeling just different. It just starts feeling different. That's how it was, at least for me, my personal experience, because I've been doing YouTube now, I don't even know, like a long time, a lot of years, man. Probably a decade almost, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, but I've just been on the platform for a very long time, so I have just a good eye for people who are just real and genuine with not only that, like, what they do as like creators, like with the content they do, but just like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I have an eye for like people who are good at making YouTube videos or streaming or whatever, maybe just because I've been on the scene for so long.
It does seem like, I know a lot of kids who have kind of tried to start a YouTube channel or something, but it seems like they get into it with the purpose of, I'm going to make money, which is fine, but it seems like they bet too big on it too soon.
That's like a bad way to think about it.
Yeah.
That's a really bad way to think about it.
Yeah.
Anyone that does that, like, it's not, like, I don't want to say anyone that does that and it'll never work out for you.
Exactly.
Don't even do it, because there's still no telling, like, there's still no way to know.
Sure.
But, you know, when you do it organically and it's something, it's fun to you, when you get so good at something, you got it, like, you know, eventually you'll figure out ways to monetize that in a sense. Just find your hobby and become the best at it, whatever it is. If your hobby is posting TikToks, then get the best at posting TikToks.
It seemed like, you know, you started out, it was very fun for you, and it evolved into something where you can grow it as a brand, as merchandising and sponsorships and stuff like that. Whereas, yeah, like, it seemed like a lot of kids, you know, it seems like they want to get to the point of, ooh, I can be in a mansion and stuff, which there's nothing wrong with having those dreams, but it seems like that's the wrong way of achieving them, if that makes any sense. Not to criticize little kids or whatever, but it's definitely
it
like...
definitely is. And, like, from my own personal experience, I can say, look at it this way. The first FaZe house in New York, that was by no means a mansion. It was by no means a mansion. You probably know what it looks like. You said you watched the videos when you were younger. So, like, keep in mind, that New York house was the house we all had the most fun at. And that was before we even realized what we were doing. Like, we moved to LA. We've lived in, like, nice houses for years now, bounced around in a bunch of nice houses. But still nothing has been able to match the fun and just the energy every day in that New York house. We've been trying to bring it back. Just that feel. I mean, and the new house is definitely, like, the closest, I would say, to that. The closest feel.
It's really cool. I've seen that new house because I was watching your videos trying to, like, find questions and stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that looks like a blast. But how is it enjoying quarantine in a place like that?
It's good. Like, I can't really complain. You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot of things to, like, keep me busy, and I've been doing well at that. Like, you know, we have a gym, we have a pool, we have a lake. We have 2 bodies of water. We got a pool and a lake, so that's pretty dope. Like, we'd be on the lake sometimes with a bunch of different boats. And then we got a theater, too, so, like, I try to spend my time evenly just, like, doing all that stuff when I'm not working or filming or streaming or whatever it may be.
That's cool. How many people are in that house? Do you know?
Probably like 8. I don't know.
Okay.
I think 8.
All right. That's not terrible.
8. Let's just go with
8.
8.
All right, it's 8.
Wait, I can probably count. Let me just count.
Go for it.
There's Norden next to me. Ricky down the hall. That's 2. Tommy to my left, 3. Tico, 4. T-Wop, 5. Scissor, 6. Gustavo, 7. Brandon, 8. Ooh, I was right. Let's fucking go.
Good job.
8.
8. 8 people. Does that include you?
Yes, definitely 8.
All right, cool. one of the other questions I wanted to ask you on that same topic we were just on is a lot of kids also on social media try to be intentionally controversial for the sake of internet clout. Now, you managed to grow yourself without really having to do anything like that. I was wondering if you had any kind of thoughts on that in terms of this larger problem.
On what again? Sorry.
Like kids kind of becoming intentionally controversial on the internet for clout, like TikTok. Like there's been a lot of weird TikToks and.
Oh yeah. You mean like kids who get involved in drama for no reason?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get. I definitely cannot back that, at all in any way whatsoever. I think that shit is whack.
Yeah. Do you think there's a larger problem with that? Do you think that might come from people just trying to get to the level of, we want this attention because,
100%.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. There's absolutely no other reason for them to do it unless they're just sickos.
That's true.
Unless they're just a bunch of sickos. I don't know, bro.
It seems like, I'm young too, but like it seems like before the really big popularity in YouTube, it wasn't as big of a deal. I mean, I guess there wasn't really a platform to put it, but it seems like people think controversy makes popularity, which isn't necessarily true.
I mean, it's not necessarily true, but it's not necessarily a lie either.
Yeah.
It definitely will get you views, and it will get you. I mean, especially if you do it the right way, if you calculate it. And there's so many examples I can sit here and tell you, but I don't really feel like talking shit.
Sure.
It definitely just like it's easy to see. There's so much of it in the world that we live in, especially on the social media world, where people just will blatantly do things just because of the exposure they'll get off it socially and like how the media perceives it. I can't back it. I just believe you should always, let whatever it is you're doing, whatever your craft is, do the talking. Like, why you gotta do all that for no reason? It's weird to me.
Yeah, there's not really any talent in it. It's more just riling people up for the sake of riling people up.
There's absolutely no talent in it. Yeah, I agree with that.
You talked a lot about being bullied when younger, kind of before YouTube and stuff. And, you're one of the most popular people on YouTube now. And it definitely made me think, like, as I was writing these questions, I had some people I know who didn't really treat me very well in school that were trying to talk to me about this and, like, be like, ooh, can you ask him this? And I'm like, no, because you see this as an opportunity to inject yourself into my part. But have people tried to come back into your life after seeing your success and capitalize on that or take advantage of that?
Yeah, I mean, I would be lying if I said that it wasn't true. There's a lot of toxic people that just see, where you're at, not just like socially, which is like what it will always be at first, but just financially and like all that other stuff, and will try to insert themselves in your life just because of that reason. And for me, it's just easy to like. I know how it is. Like I literally I went to fucking school in Arizona for like 6 years, and out of the 6 years I spent in school, there's only like 4 kids maybe in Arizona that I still have, like, that I still talk to, that I'll still hit up when I go home and stuff like that. Just because, like, everyone, like, that's just how it is, like, I just couldn't really fuck with anyone in high school, and no one really fucked with me. Like, kids were just mean and nasty, and they thought what I like to do was whack. But I didn't really care, obviously. Like, I definitely didn't care because I still did it and was, like, just fucking it up for a minute. Just got subs and then graduated and, like, just lit. So it's no big deal, really. Like, it's no big deal now, but back then it definitely did suck. Like, it sucked, but I believe, like, that does build character in a way.
Is there anything that you try, you obviously live a pretty nice life now, but is there anything you try to, like, I don't know how to explain this, kind of keep true from your past, whether that be, you already kind of said it, like staying in contact with, like, your friends from school and stuff, but is there other stuff like that you try to do that, keep yourself grounded and stuff?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have to, or I'll lose my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go hit the gym. I gotta go, like, play basketball. I I gotta go just do stupid shit too, like just dumb shit. Like I literally rented. I'll tell you a story. I got this car. There was a rental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! I probably shouldn't tell the story on video.
It's okay. If it's terrible, we can edit it out. I promise. You have my word.
Oh my goodness! No, that's definitely a bad idea.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, like, yeah, I definitely try to keep myself busy and do things to occupy my time. It's harder for sure because of quarantine.
Yeah.
Like every time you leave the house, it's trippy. But
yeah.
Like you just gotta like try to have fun, and like it's always important to keep good people around you. Like I'm lucky I get to live with all of like my best friends that growing up like on the internet. Like I grew up with 4 sisters, didn't ever have any brothers, but now it feels like I got a house full of them.
Yeah, I imagine that's pretty nice. Yeah, I was watching your Draw My Life video, and you said you had all these. You kept begging your parents for brothers, but you never got one. But now you have a bunch of brothers that you can mess around with all day.
Yeah, it's amazing. That like I can't really complain of like during the week. We all wake up, work hard. Like we have our production team here at least 2 days a week, 3 days a week, and we work on FaZe made productions and stuff like that. And then the rest of the days it's kind of all of us either helping each other with each other's videos for their own personal channels, or you're working on your own videos, you're streaming, something like that. But there's always something to do at the FaZe house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's never really downtime, I would say the boringness, ironically, is probably the weekends.
Really? Why is that?
Ironically it is, because now you really can't leave.
Oh, that's right,
like,
yeah.
The story I wasn't going to tell, I'll just say it. We were in the backyard, like, Saturday, and, like, we got, like, Fraser had a crossbow for a video, and we were just, like, practicing, like, using the crossbow, like, because we were bored, and we were just, like, shooting it at, like, a little target.
Yeah.
And that's just, like, things we do to occupy our time. And, like, there's a lot to do. Like, we have a lake, too.
Yeah.
We can go out there. Fraser has people pull up and actually scuba dive in the lake for a video. And it's good for content, too, like, you can never really get bored.
Sure.
If you get bored, then you probably aren't creative enough.
Yeah. I have some fan questions that I took on Twitter, if you're down for those.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
All right. At Logan Bartlett asks, what would the 15-year-old Adapt living in his parents' basement think of where you are in life right now?
He would not believe it by any means. There's no way he would believe it. There's no way. And if like I had to believe it, I'd probably just be like, it'd probably freak me out. I'd probably be like, oh my god, now I have to get there. Like if I knew I was gonna get here, I probably would be fucked. Like there's no way. I had no idea. I was clueless.
Yeah, it's one of those like kind of things where if someone came back from your past, I think that would be a terrible thing to know. It's like what's that question, like if you could know how you would die, would you take it? Because it's like no, because then I have to get to that moment and know that's going to happen right then and there, which seems terrifying, which that would put like a lot more stress on your shoulders, I feel like. At 50 Shades of Ray asks, my question is, how do you stay focused on work while being in the position that you're in?
Like I said earlier, I keep like a good group of people around me. There's always like been a good group of people around me, so I've been very blessed in that sense. And just like looking around and seeing how everyone else is moving, how everyone else is working, that makes me want to get there. And that's always what motivated me, and like even in the New York house, like if you looked at my content, like I was grinding, like triple uploading every day. Me and Nora were on that, and I just try to have fun with it. I definitely don't try to force it nowadays, especially because I'm older and like I like content a different way now.
That's good. And this is probably the last one we have. At Consuming Lipids, my friend Alex Shea, he asks, what is his favorite shoe and why? I know you have a lot of shoes. You're a big shoe guy.
Like my favorite shoe right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good question. I have no idea. Let me think. Because I have a lot of shoes, man.
How many shoes do you think you have?
Like right now, like just at my house and here,
Yeah.
At the FaZe house,
Yeah.
like fucking 50. So like 100.
I have like 3 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, I have a problem. I have a serious problem. Like I swear to God, I don't even have room for them, bro. It's just dumb. Like I need to put them somewhere else. But like my favorite shoes, actually, I'm wearing them right now. I didn't even notice. The all white ones, like the all white, the off-white Nike ones, the white ones,
Mm-hmm.
the high tops. Like I fuck with those. I've been like those. That's always my go-to, and I mix match like the laces,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like clean and simple. And I just always it's just like a nice fit.
That's awesome. Well, I think that's all I really have in terms of questions. Is there anything? I know it's probably like really difficult with being locked down and stuff, but is there anything that you have coming up? You know, I know this all kind of started because you guys had a new merch drop with the LA Kings. That's how this kind of conversation between us started. I guess it's probably asked what happened with that. How did that even come about?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, sorry. The reason we got to kind of like talking about getting an interview and stuff with you is you guys had a LA Kings like merch drop kind of like crossover thing. How did that come about?
Well, it's because we have a really good team. Just like we have an office set up, right? We have a bunch of employees, like, and a bunch of people who are on payroll that just honestly are amazing at their job. Like a lot of the cool stuff you see us doing as a collective, you know, it's because our team is bringing us these opportunities. Like we have people in the offices working. Shout out to my manager, by the way, Nikhil. No, he's definitely in here listening. He's the man. Like that. Those guys are really always working hard. And that's, you know, you asked me earlier, how do I stay focused? Nikhil is a good person who keeps me focused. So I would just say, like, we have a good team, you know, and like they just came to us and, you know, they let us know that the LA Kings wanted to collaborate in some sense. So we thought it would be cool to film a video with them where we tried to, you know, I don't know if you saw it, like we kind of in the rink with a bunch of the pros for a little bit. And we made a little video, and then we released some really dope merch with them. Shout out to the merch team at FaZe Clan, by the way. They crush it. All our merch is so fire. And I know I'm being biased. Like, if you're listening to this and you don't own at least one pair, then what are you doing? There's so many options. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I don't have any, but I'm just looking at the stuff right now. It's pretty awesome. I won't lie. I think that's really all we have in terms of questions. But I was asking, do you have anything like upcoming? I know it's hard with lockdown and stuff, but do you have anything like really specific that you're doing that you kind of want to let people know about?
Oh, like in what sense? Like something that I'm excited for, or something?
Yeah, something you're excited for, a project or something.
I'm excited for my car, my GTR. We're down here, it's gonna be fire. West Coast Customs is cooking it up, but it's been like. Honestly, it's been like 2 months. I should figure out where it is. That's what I should do after this. Yeah, my GTR. I need to get that. I'm really excited for that because if you don't know, I bought the GTR when I was like, I think I was 18. I was 18 when I bought the GTR, and I brought it to Cali, but I didn't really drive it the past 2 years. It's just been in the garage. It needed some work and like new tires and stuff like that. And I'm just super lazy. Like I just with real like life stuff like that, I just always procrastinate really hard on that. So, but honestly, it was for a good reason because West Coast came. Like I got in touch with West Coast Customs and we're working on some stuff. And honestly, too, something else I can say is we're working with Forgiato. I don't know if you know what that is, like what that company is, but they're making the rims for my GTR. That's actually the last thing I think I'm waiting on is the rim. So that's going to be dope. It's like a FaZe Forgiato collab, and I'm the only one in the world that has these rims.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
That's what I'm excited for. That's what's next for me. A new GTR. Lit.
I'll be excited to see you flex that on Twitter or wherever.
Me too. Holy shit, it's going to be fun.
Well, I think that's all we have time for. I really, again, I told you before we start, I really do appreciate you sitting down and talking to me and stuff. This is very kind of you to donate some of your time.
Man. No problem. We went for a minute too.
Yeah, 30 minutes or so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was fun, man. You crushed it. You did great. I just felt like I was honestly. I didn't even feel like I was doing an interview. I just felt like I was talking to you.
Well, that's good. I was very nervous. I was telling someone last night, I'm like, I'm probably going to fuck this up, but whatever. Hopefully we crush it. So I'm glad you feel that way. That really means a lot.
Yeah, you definitely did an amazing job. I promise you I would not have stayed on the phone for 30 minutes. I was going to have a good time.
That's great. Awesome. Well, I'll let you go then. Thank you again for, donating your time, like I said.
Yeah, of course, man, and thank you, for showing love and watching the videos, more importantly. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad I got the chance to talk to you, and thank you personally, because, I try to let everyone know that, I'm thankful, but anytime I get the chance to talk to someone who really watched my videos like that, I try to let them know, how much it means to me. So thank you, bro.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate it.